the people that carried out the physical aspect of the murder, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean, I don't think them people still alive.
You think some of them bodies that we seen or some of them shootings that we later on heard about in Memphis might have had something to do with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, this is Fee about them facts. And I was watching Just Say No to Skull tonight with the young man who maybe a couple of weeks ago took a visit to Memphis and talked with Makeda'S Cookies. He did it live. And he also showed live where he talked to a police officer who advised him that he was, I think, one of the police officers, or they were having to guard the Makeda'S family, the Hills family, because they had been receiving death threats. So he later tonight went on into further explanation and said that one of the two police officers that he spoke to allegedly told him that at least one of the shooters of YOUNGDOLPH is no longer with us, allegedly. So when he said that, he related it to somebody who was dropped off at the hospital. That's not where I went. I went to shortly, maybe a day or two after Dolph was assassinated. The Benz was found at a house that Straight Drop did the video at same house. And then the next day after that hit social media, somebody was found killed on that street, which is Bradley and Barron. Now, I remembered that because this is on the same street that the Benz was found. And they were saying that it was, well, I'm not going to repeat that part of it. But so when the guy spoke tonight, I went and did some research to find that news report. So let's take a look. Let's listen. Okay. So this is what happened on the same street that they found the white Mercedes. Now, it's interesting that he said that the vehicle that was a black sedan, I think is what he said, the witnesses remember seeing. So I'm going to take you back to another video, and let's hear what she said.
Pull up all black. One car was a white two-door joint. I didn't see the other one, but I see running and ducking and shit. And they were saying something about dog security guard was trying to hit daddy's over there at the washer that I was just at yesterday. The shells go open up the door and shit. Bah, bah, I'm talking about all you hear gunshots. So I'm looking, I'm grabbing my baby to see where they coming from and shit. I'm looking and see daddy's over there at the washer that I was just at yesterday and shit. It's the cookie shop next door to the washer. They busting at them. I'm talking about busting, number shots. 2 fucking cars full of niggas. Pull up all black. One was a white two-door joint.
Okay, so shout out to the sister, the first one that I remember that brought the news to us on social media about Dolph being gunned down. She also was the one who said that there was 2 cars, one black, one white. So we know that they found the white Mercedes on Bradley and Barron, where we just also saw days later someone was killed, young man was killed on that same street. And the news mentioned the witnesses saw a black sedan. Okay, so let's hear what Sean on Just Say No to Skull had to say about what the police told him. So before I show this, I want to be clear that I'm not always quick to jump on what everybody go along with, but I'm kind of buying into Sean so far about what he's about to say, based on what has I've been had locked in my memory about what the girl said and about what was on the news. Hold on.
Nothing. And in fact, I believe all the people involved, as far as the people that carried out the physical aspect of the murder, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean, I don't think them people still alive.
You think some of them bodies that we seen or some of them shootings that we later on heard about in Memphis might have had something to do with that?
Shout out to Skull.
When you use the police said we had to watch and protect the Cookie family, that confirmed to me they got nothing to do with this, because I'm like, wait, did y'all see that tape? Did y'all watch the tape? He said, yeah.
Okay,
you know what? I just
so Memphis police said we seen the footage. You know what I mean?
The dude I spoke to, the white cop I spoke to, you gotta understand too. I don't know what it is. I don't know who officers, and they weren't regular officers. They weren't the regular cop on the beat. I never really said a word, bro. They just start talking to me, like start saying stuff. That's why it was so easy for me to record them. So when he said, yeah, and we have to watch the Cookie family because they getting death threats. So I said, oh, the Cookie family, did they do it? So he's saying they innocent? He started laughing. He said, Cookie family got nothing to do with this. I said, so y'all saw the footage? He said my department saw the footage. He said my department saw the footage. The big police, old white dude, right?
Hold on. It's on his page, y'all. If you looking for it,
I'm gonna tell you this. I believe they know everything, but like I said, the people are dead that actually pulled the trigger. I think they're trying to figure out now who sent them, because the big police, all I did was ask him for the directions to go to the cookie store, because remember, the old cookie shop was boarded up. I didn't know there was another one.
Yeah.
So I asked the officer, because I got lost. I just asked him, hey, you know where Makeda'S cookie store is?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And he told me the direction. And from there is when the conversation sparked. And he'll start talking. Mind you, I'm a visitor.
Okay, I know he's a little long-winded, but now he's about to go into details and explain to us why he feels the way he feels based off of what one of the two police officers that he talked to, information that was relayed to him allegedly.
He said the white car that's involved in DOLPH's case is also the same white car that that boy on that football team, I don't know too much about him. They basically went to get him. The hitters went to get him. The same dudes in that.
And that's in the first shooting. That's in the first shooting that took place at the high school at the football game.
This is what he told me what happened. He said basically it was two cars. They didn't know the son was in the first car. They thought he was in the second car. They shot up the second car, and his mom was in there, and the daughter-in-law was in there. The mother died, the daughter-in-law lived, and she's a vegetable. They went to get him, though. So that boy know who, he could solve the case to me, because whoever them dudes are in that white car, they known hitters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
keep talking.
You see what I'm saying? Right by that house. And then that's when I believe the murder thing went down to get rid of death. You know what I'm saying? I believe the first dude, they probably popped him from the back. Nobody shot him from the cooking store. Who shot? You know how I know? The big police told me. By the way, one of the shooters is dead. He don't know that I know that's the dude they dropped off at the hospital.
Okay, so I do feel that one of the shooters is dead. I do not believe that it was the guy that was dropped off at the hospital. I believe that it was the guy on Bradley and Barron, probably for dropping off that car where they shoot the videos, which made it a dead giveaway, which is why they probably was looking for straight drop. That's my take on it. But I do believe that this witch hunt about looking for the shooters, I do believe why there is probably no more footage being displayed is because they really are looking for possibly only one. And they are in the black sedan or the black vehicle. Because remember, the first girl said that there was a carload full of people that hopped out. And then also, before I end, when he said that they was looking for one of the guys at the football game that shot the wrong, shot up the wrong people. It was two cars and they shot up the wrong car. And they was coming looking for that person. I think that there's a possibility that that person that they were coming to shoot up was one of the workers in Makeda'S. Who is the third person? The girl who took the order, the real Makeda, the young baby who died of leukemia, R.I.P., her brother was there. Who was the third person? Because initially they were saying it was Raven's or the Makeda'S nephew. Who is he? Who is the nephew? Could it possibly be that they came to shoot up the spot because the nephew was a part of hitting up the two people in Covington and they came to retaliate and it just so happened that DOLPH was in there? That's my take. That's my take right now. Now, if more evidence is released, then it may change. But based off of what we have been given in this month and a half, that's where I'm coming at. That's where I'm at right now.
Did you just say that the police officer told you that one of the shooters was passed away?
Listen, the big police told me one of the shooters is dead. That's what he told me. But
hold on. Why would he? Now you know you gotta run that back. Now we know we fact check shit. Let's go. Well, yeah. Break it down. Why the fuck would the police tell you that? Why would they give that kind of information? That's crazy.
Because what happened was he's asking me. He said, "Be careful going to the cookie store." I said, "Why?" He said, "They've been getting threats." I said, "Did they do it?" He said, "No." He said, "Far as I know," when we had, he said that the MPD have, remember when I got to Memphis was what, 2 weeks ago, right? He said, we have nothing to do with it no more. He said, last I heard, this is what happened. The white car is the same white car in Covington. And he's telling me that that boy could solve the case. Because whoever shot his moms up is most likely the same people that shot up DOLPH.
And there's been no arrest in either case though, as of right now,
There's no
right?
arrest because I believe like hey, one of the shooters is dead.
Tell me. Wouldn't
Okay, and this is how I'm going to end this. I'm going to end it with the deadly shooting on Bradley Street. So there you have it. One of Dolph's shooters, one of the two that was outside and opened fire per MPD allegedly is dead. How and when, we don't know. But the word on in the MPD department that one of those shooters is dead and is tied to the Covington murder. And both were tied to the white Mercedes.